Okay, so we have task response, coherence and cohesion, grammatical range and accuracy, and finally, lexical resource, which is nothing but the vocabulary, right? Is it necessary to take a firm position? Yes, it is necessary, Madhushri. Even if you are partially agreeing, you have to be clear about it. Yes, do not be vague about the answer to the question. You have to be clear about what position you are taking. Yes, you can mention both aspects of it, but you need to mention your opinion, how you feel about it, the question that they are asking, whatever kind of question it is. If they ask for your opinion, or if they ask you agree or disagree, or if you think one is more than the other, whatever the question is, the answer should be given directly. That is the most important part. Lexical resource is nothing but your vocabulary. You don't need to leave a tab space if you are leaving a line in between. That is preferable. It is preferable to leave a line between the paragraphs. Yes? Okay. Now, for your task response score, this is very, very important. Please do make a note of it. No matter how well written your essay is, if you don't use complex sentences, you will be stuck at 6 band. Yes, no complex sentences or only few complex sentences, you will be stuck at a 6 band. This is one issue. Yes, similarly, if you have ideas deviate from topic, then you will be stuck at a 6 band. Yes, this is another issue that we often see. So if you have one paragraph that is relevant to the topic, but one paragraph has deviated from the topic, even then you will be stuck at a 6 band. Yes, if you don't write complex sentences, you are stuck. If you deviate from the topic, you get stuck. Yes, so these are two things that are very, very, very important. You have to make sure that every single idea that you give in your essay is relevant to the topic. So the first step is understanding the question. If you misunderstand the question or you misinterpret the question, then automatically you are going to get pushed to a band 6 or a 6.5. Yes, so please be careful about this. Dhaval, we have done several sessions on that. You can find videos that I have previously conducted sessions on complex sentences. You can find those on YouTube. Yes. All right. So please make sure that you are using relevant ideas. And further, you have to elaborate on those ideas by giving supporting ideas. Okay. Now, here is another thing that students often misunderstand. The supporting ideas need to be elaborated, not just mentioned. Okay? So a lot of times what students will do is they will write a main idea or the important point. First, they will write it. After that, they will mention supporting ideas. They don't elaborate on the supporting ideas. This will again make you get stuck at a 6 or a 6.5 band. Yes, so this is also something that we need to pay attention to. We need to elaborate on the supporting ideas. Yes, okay. Next is having a detailed example. Now, the example should not be vague. Example should be specific. And the best examples always include the name of something or someone. Not someone, sorry. It should include the name of something. I will give you, I will show you a sample for this as well. Sorry, Patel, I do not speak Hindi. Right. Okay, so the detailed example should have some specifics, and it is mandatory that you make your example very, very specific. If you don't have a specific example, definitely you are going to lose some marks. Yes, those of you who are asking me for a sample, I will be sharing an example for all of this. I will be sharing a full sample with you, and we will be discussing that sample as well. All right. So I'm just first pointing out the things that you need to make a note of, things that you should avoid, and things that you should do. Yes, because a lot of times students don't quite understand why am I getting stuck at a 6 or 6.5 band. So that is why I'm telling you, these are the things that make you get stuck at a 6 band. Yes. All right. So conclusion should present the same position as the introduction. Now, this is an error that I do see sometimes. In the introduction, they will say that they completely agree. In the conclusion, they will say that they partially agree. What will happen? If I write a conclusion that is different or not exactly the same as the opinion I have given in my introduction, I will lose marks in coherence. Yes, because this is not making sense, right? So your answer should make sense. It has to be logical. That is what coherent score is. So please be careful about it. So few things that you should start doing right away if you are stuck at a 6 band is start working on complex sentences. Yes, every sentence, if you can write every sentence as a complex sentence, you will get a very good grammatical range and accuracy score. So learn the use of complex sentences correctly. You don't have to learn many sentence structures. Learn 5 types of complex sentences and practice them repeatedly. Yes. Next, look at sample questions and write down ideas. So once you start doing this, you will become more familiar with identifying the topic and writing relevant ideas. After this, you have to practice how to elaborate using supporting ideas. I'm going to teach you how to do this, so don't worry. After that, we have to practice how to write specific examples. Yes, so these are the things that we are going to cover in today's class. Let's continue. Renu, I don't have an individual YouTube channel. I'm talking about the IELTS Prep by LeapScholar YouTube channel. There you will find the recorded versions of all the master classes, and you can find the videos on complex sentences as well. Okay, so I have a question here. How should we end our essay? So when we end our essay, you should summarize the main points and then you should mention your opinion again. So whatever opinion you have given in the introduction, you have to repeat that in your conclusion. Yes, so summarize the main points and then repeat your opinion. Okay. Let's move on. Right. So analyzing the question. First, you have to talk about the topic in the question. Identify the topic. You have to understand the topic. Without understanding the topic, we are definitely not going to write relevant ideas. So please focus on this first. After you have understood the topic, the next step is to identify the requirement. So what are they expecting from us? Are they expecting me to discuss it? Are they expecting me to analyze it? Or are they expecting me to give my opinion and justify it? So we have to first understand what they are expecting from us. After we do this, we have to decide what you think about it. Yes, be clear about this step. Do you completely agree? Do you partially agree? Or do you feel that one thing is more than the other? Whatever it is, you have to first decide how you feel about it. Then you can proceed with the purpose. So this is something that students don't do very often, analyzing the purpose of the essay. Yes, so if you can understand why this topic is important, why is it important? If you understand this, you will definitely have better ideas, because the ideas that we come up with are usually based on our understanding of why the topic is important. For example, let's say this is the topic. Environmental issues are gradually or rapidly increasing. Do you agree or disagree? What is the importance of this question? Can anyone tell me, why is this topic important? Is this topic important, first of all? Environmental issues are rapidly increasing. Why is it important? Okay, everyone is saying yes. Yes, it's important. So why is it important? Why should we worry about the environmental issues rapidly increasing? Yes, because it affects us, right? In order to survive, because pollution is increasing, it is related to our daily life. Survival is at stake. Absolutely, right? So when you decide why this is important, then it becomes much easier for us to write our ideas based on that perspective. So as you can see in the chat, different people have different reasons for thinking why this is important. That is your perspective, right? So based on your perspective, you can start writing down points. This makes it very easy for us to come up with ideas. So a lot of times students ask me, ma'am, I can't come up with ideas. I can't think of any ideas. This is because they have not analyzed why is it important. So please ask yourself, why is this question important? Whatever answer you get for that, you can use that as a basis to come up with ideas. So for example, if you say survival is at stake, one of you gave me this answer. If I use this as my reason, I am going to write ideas related to this, right? So I will talk about how it affects survival. Yes. Then I will talk about the impacts it has. Yes. Impact on life, right? And impact on other factors, other aspects. So I can build my answer based on whatever I say is this is the reason. So please decide when you get the question, why is this topic important? You will get an answer for that. Write that down and base your ideas on that. This is a very good way for you to come up with ideas. Yes? All right. After that, please think about, why am I giving these points? Right? So if I say, okay, impact on health. Why am I talking about the impact of health? Why should I give this point? What is my reason to give this point? Yes. This is what we call elaboration. Yes. So whatever ideas you are giving, yes. Yes, Sidarilla, correct. So health is critical to survive because it is in the present. We are seeing this very often, right? So you decide what your reason is and use that reason to elaborate on this point. So I'll write a sample for this. Impact on health. So I will say, environmental issues are very important because our survival depends on it. Yes, so this is my first point. Now I'm going to elaborate using the impact on health. So I will say, especially considering the impact on health, or I will say, the impact on health in particular should be given high importance since we are seeing large or seeing high number of people suffering from illnesses such as cancer. Yes. So how have we elaborated this point? We have used our reason to elaborate, right? But many students, what they do is they write environmental issues are very important because our survival depends on it, and the impact on health is one of the reasons. Yes, that is too short. So please be careful. When you are giving supporting ideas, your supporting ideas should be well elaborated like this. And you use the reason in order to elaborate those points. Yes, of course, for different people, it will be different. But whatever your reason is, use that to elaborate your supporting points. Okay. All right. Now, analyze the reasons is what we just finished. Finally, we will elaborate on requirements. This is what we call details. So as you can see in this sentence, I have added such as cancer. Yes, this is an additional detail that I have given. This is something you should try to do in every point. So you don't have to give an example everywhere, but you try to add some kind of detail. Again, here, we are seeing many people. So a high number of people. This is also additional information. Yes. So instead of saying that we are seeing illnesses, I am saying we are seeing a high number of people suffering from illnesses such as cancer. Yes. Okay. So please make sure that you are writing a clear main idea. And after that, you are analyzing the purpose of your point and using that to elaborate your supporting ideas. And then you are adding extra details to make that sentence more specific. Yes? Okay. So these are the basics of analyzing the question and analyzing our ideas. Next, we will move on to what makes the essay exceptional, right? Now we are talking about what makes the essay more than a 7.5. Okay, so when I say exceptional, I'm saying 7.5 plus, right? 8, 8.5, and let's be a little bit more daring, even a 9. Okay, so there are certain things that you will see in an essay that is truly exceptional. So these are things that we need to take into consideration. I'm seeing some questions. All right, I'll come back to these questions. Fine. Okay, so first thing is that a student with a high band will always analyze the question from different perspectives. What does this mean? What is the meaning of different perspectives? What do you think? Yes? What do you think I mean when I say analyze the question from different perspectives? Okay, I see one of my students giving the answer to that question. Right. So you can, yes, different viewpoints. So you talk about the same issue from the viewpoint of an individual, from the viewpoint of the society, or the viewpoint of the government, or the viewpoint of an organization. It can be any two things. It is up to you. But you will try to talk about it from not just a single perspective, right? So try to give viewpoints from different angles. Okay. So if you're talking about, for example, if I say lack of physical exercise, right? Now, I can talk about the effect or the impact on the individual. I can also talk about the impact on society. Yes. So impact on individual, I'll say health problems. Impact on society, I will say society is less productive. Yes. And I will say that we propagate a sedentary lifestyle with the lack of exercise. So you will see that anyone who has a very high band in writing will approach the same topic from different perspectives. So this is something that you can do to improve your score. Next, we have use of logical arguments. Okay. Now, what I mean by logical arguments is the reasoning. Whatever you say, please include the reasons for why you are saying that. Why am I saying this? Yes, this is very important. We already used this for elaboration. Now I'm just mentioning why that is important. So having these logical arguments improves our score. Next, the introduction has a hook and a direct thesis statement. Your thesis statement should be direct. Yes, and you should try to use a hook. Can anyone guess the meaning of hook? It is the first sentence in your essay. Why do we call it hook? What do you think? Have you heard this word hook? Okay. Yes, Mother Shri, it reels people in. Exactly, right. So this is not a general statement. This is something that is trying to grab the attention of the reader. Yes, these are also called as grabbers. There are different ways to write hooks. You can even use a question as a hook, not the question that is given to you, right? Not the question that is given to you. You can, for example, for environmental issues essay, I can write, how long can we expect to live on this earth if we do not pay attention to the effects of human intervention on all species? Or right. So do you see this question? Am I asking an actual question? What is the purpose of this question? How long can we expect to live on this earth if we don't pay attention to the effects of human intervention? Right. So this question is there to grab the attention of the reader. I'm expressing the opinion that if we don't pay attention, we can't live on this earth for very long. It is just another way to say that we can't live on this earth for very long if we don't pay attention to the effects of human intervention on environmental issues. Yes, so you can use different types of hooks or grabbers. This is the very first sentence of your essay. You can use a question, or you can use even a sentence that invokes an emotional response. For example, I can say, it is inhumane to turn a blind eye to the thousands of species that are withering away simply due to our negligence. Yes. So this sentence is invoking an emotional response. This is also a great way to start your essay. So for the very first sentence in your essay, you can use a question as the hook, or you can use a sentence that invokes an emotional response. Anything you can do to grab the attention of the reader. But please be very, very careful about the use of hooks. If it is not relevant to the topic, it is going to lower your score. Instead of that, you can leave it. Yes, the hook is optional. So if you are not confident about it, you can omit it. But you will see that someone with a high written band score will use a hook. Yes? Okay. Next, reasoning should be explained. So whatever your reason is, you have to explain that. Next, you should have a clear position, which I already mentioned, and you have to maintain this clear position throughout the essay. Please don't change your opinion in the conclusion. Examples should be detailed and specific, like I mentioned already. I will show you a sample for this. and each sentence has a purpose. Okay. Now, a lot of students write long sentences that are vague just to reach the word count. Please don't do this. Okay? So, any student who has written an exceptional essay, you will notice that every sentence has a purpose and every sentence is providing new information. This is very, very important. Okay. Now, talking about the vocabulary, you should try to use topic-specific vocabulary. Yes, you can use uncommon words that are common to all the topics. Like, for example, the word ramifications, I can use for any of the problem solution essay. But you will see that an 8 band will use vocabulary that is specific to the topic. This is very important. If you want to get a very high score in writing, you should try to use vocabulary that is specific to the topic. Okay. All right. So everyone, I hope, is ready to look at some samples. Yes. We are now going to take one sample question and we are going to analyze this sample question, and then we are going to look at a sample answer as well. All right. So for this question, advancements in technology has reduced the need for human effort. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of this development and give your opinion. This is my question. So the topic is that technology has reduced effort. What kind of effort? What do they mean by effort? Human effort. What do they mean by human effort? What do you think it means? Physical effort? Yes. Redundant effort? Yes. Work that we do, it makes work easier, correct? Exactly. So we first look at the question and we decide what does this topic mean. Please do spend a minute or a moment understanding this. If you misunderstand this, your entire essay is going to be wrong. Yes, correct, Shiva. Mental effort also, right? Physical effort and mental effort. Okay. Next, we have to decide what is the requirement. What are they expecting from me? They are expecting me to give the advantages, disadvantages, and they are also expecting my opinion. So I have to include all three in my answer. If I leave out any one of these, I'm going to lose marks. Next, the position. Do we think that advancements in technology is positive, or do we think that it is negative? I have decided that it is overall positive. You can write whatever you think. This is just a sample. I'm saying that it is overall positive. I'm going to say that yes, there are advantages, there are disadvantages, but I believe that overall it is positive. So I have clearly made my position and I'm going to maintain this position throughout the answer, right? Position comes in the introduction as well as the conclusion, right? Next, I am going to analyze the purpose of this essay. Why is it important for us to discuss this topic? This is what we did earlier. So we have to decide, why is this important? Advancements in human technology have reduced the need for human effort. Why am I discussing this topic? Why is this topic important? So everyone uses technology and we have to know its impacts. This is one reason. Another reason is that people don't want to spend their time and energy on tasks that they don't enjoy, right? So this is another reason why I am discussing this topic. Yes, Ritik, it is also to find solutions, right? Okay, now I am going to analyze the reasons. So for the advantages, why is it good? Why is it advantageous? It is because it makes life easier. And why is it bad? Because of sedentary lifestyle. Rakesh, sedentary means without any physical activity, without an active lifestyle. Yes? Okay. So now I have analyzed my question. I have understood the topic. I've decided, I've realized what they want me to talk about, and I've decided my position. I have decided what my background statement is going to be, and I have analyzed my reasons as well. Next step is to elaborate. Okay, so how can I elaborate on this? So makes life easier is my main point. Now I have to give supporting points to elaborate on this. My supporting points are going to be, how does it make life easier, and why does it make life easier? Why do we have these items that make life easier? Yes, so I also have to give a specific example of how it makes life easier. Similarly, for sedentary lifestyle, I have to say, how has our lifestyle become sedentary and why has it become sedentary? Now I will also give an example of how it has made our lives. Yes, Liru, it has made us lazy. Yes, so for your elaboration, always try to use how and why. These are the two words that you should use to elaborate on your points. Yes, okay. All right, so we will be continuing and looking at a sample answer. Yes, Ritik, that's a great point. Radiation affects humans as well as all mammals, right? Correct? Okay, that can be an elaboration point. Now, before we look at the sample answer, let me quickly tell you about my upcoming batch, and then we will look at the sample answer. Okay, so few things that I would like to mention. We do have the option of speaking rooms. The speaking rooms are completely free, and you can use this to practice your speaking. And I must tell you that I often join these rooms to listen to other students who are practicing or to practice with other students. And I do see that there are many interesting topics that are in conversation. And I often see students even practicing in the middle of the night. There are students who have already gone abroad and are still using the speaking rooms to practice with their friends. So you will find students even at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the night, you will find students who are practicing in the speaking rooms. You can join these speaking rooms by going to our app. You have to download the IELTS Prep by LeapScholar app. And once you download the app, you will be able to access the speaking rooms completely free. You can invite your friends, you can host a speaking room, you can create a speaking room for whatever topic you want, and you will be able to use the speaking rooms with your friends. Yes, so I will be sharing the link for the speaking rooms in a moment. Just a second. Have any of you tried the speaking rooms? Yes? Yes or no? You have? Okay, fantastic. Very happy to hear that. Okay, so it looks like many of you are already using the speaking rooms. Great. So those of you who are not using it yet, you can check out the speaking rooms using this link. Yes, it is completely free. So please make full use of it. It is just for you to practice speaking, and there are always students practicing in the speaking rooms. You can join whichever one you want, or you can conduct your own, right? Another thing is that I do have a new premium batch coming up, which will be on the reading module. So I will be sharing a link for that as well. You can join my premium batch coming up soon using this link with a discount. You can avail a discount for my premium batch by using this link. Yes, you can go into the app and find my batch, and you can apply the code SWLive20 to avail the 20% discount, or you can join using this link. You can join any premium batch using a 20% discount using this link. I have shared the link in the chat. You can use this link to join the premium batch, and you can use this link to join the speaking groups. Yes? All right. Okay. So this premium batch will be specifically covering the reading module, where a lot of students have told me they're having difficulties with matching headings and MCQs. So we will be focusing on all the reading question types. So you can join this premium batch using a 20% discount. And of course, this discount applies to all of the premium batches. You can join any premium batch using this link. Yes? Right. And you can join the speaking rooms using the link that was shared earlier. So please make sure to check out our speaking rooms. Okay. Now, those of you who joined late today, those of you who did not attend the full session or feel like you missed something, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch the recordings of our daily masterclasses, such as this one, where you can find all the topics, the latest topics on writing, latest topics on speaking. All of these are available on our YouTube channel. So you can subscribe to our channel and watch the recordings of all of these masterclasses later. Right. Okay, so these are the batches that are upcoming soon. You can go and join any of these batches, whichever one you are more interested in, whichever one suits your timings. Yes? All right. So will all of you check out the speaking rooms? Will all of you start practicing using the speaking rooms? Yes? Okay. How many of you are interested in joining a premium batch? There are many premium batches for the different modules. You can join any of these. Okay, great. Fantastic. All right. So I'm very happy to see that many of you are interested and many of you are going to be joining the speaking rooms. So I hope to see you in my next batch, and definitely you can join any of the premium batches using the link. In the premium batches, you will get access to the mock tests, recordings, writing evaluations, 9 hours of live classes, and 8 speaking club slots. The speaking club slots are one-on-one evaluation for your speaking. So all of this is included in this price. You will not get so many options, so many offerings for just 400 rupees. You will not get anywhere else. So please make sure to use this code. All right. Okay, so coming back to our essay, here is a sample essay that I have written out for you to look at, and we will discuss the main points, the elaboration, all of this we are going to discuss. So the first sentence I have written is a background statement, right? So technology has permeated every aspect of our lives, including communication, work, and travel, making our lives substantially easier, considerably reducing the amount of manual effort. So from here, I am paraphrasing the question, right? So technology has reduced human effort. I have paraphrased that question in this part. The first statement is a background statement. Yes, so technology has permeated every aspect of our lives. Until this point, this is a background statement. After that, I am paraphrasing the question. After that, I am talking about my thesis. This is my opinion for this question. It should be direct, it should be clear. So I am saying, although it has had some undesirable effects on lifestyles, the merits it brings to humanity far outweigh the benefits, or far outweigh the disadvantages. Yes, so this is my opinion on this question. Okay, so we have a clear introduction where I have paraphrased the question and have given my opinion directly. So I am saying that yes, there are some disadvantages, but the advantages are a lot more. Yes, okay. Next, we have written the first body paragraph. So the over-reliance on technology has always been a topic of debate, and yet has continued to thrive as a result of the undeniable conveniences in doing so. So this is my main point. So the first point is my most important point, and I am saying that it has undeniable conveniences. Next, I'm going to elaborate on how this is convenient and why this is convenient. Right. So having established its usefulness, household appliances and other devices have caused individuals to neglect the much required basic physical activity, leading to a slew of health problems, including muscular atrophy, obesity, or poor cardiovascular health. What are these? These are my examples. Yes, I am using this to add detail to this elaboration sentence, right? So the main point is that household appliances have made us neglect physical activity. This is the main point. Yes, I am elaborating on that by saying why it is a problem. It is a problem because it leads to health issues such as, and I've given some examples, right? Next point is that further exacerbating the problem, a majority of the population has now taken to using technology for entertainment and socializing, right? So the next problem I am giving is that entertainment and socializing also we are using technology and creating a complex system of dependency and addiction. This is my elaboration for this point. So whenever I give a point, you will see that under that I am elaborating on that point. Let's mark it here. So here you see household appliances make us neglect physical activities. Health problems, and these examples I have given to elaborate on this point. Correct? Then I am saying technology for entertainment and socializing is a problem. How is it a problem? Because it is causing dependency and addiction. Yes? And why is this a problem? Now I'm going to say it leads to feelings of isolation, alienation, and other mental anguish. So these are my examples for this elaboration. Yes. So every time you elaborate, give some details about it. You have to give details when you are elaborating. So these are the details that I have added for this point. Yes. Now I am giving a specific example. A primary student from the local school recently quit school on account of social media addiction and has had to seek therapy to overcome it. So this is my specific example. Yes, I have mentioned the local school and I have mentioned social media addiction and I have mentioned the outcome, the result. They have to seek therapy to overcome this. Yes, finally, I'm writing one sentence to conclude this paragraph. Considering that technology does have its purposes, exercising moderation is now more important than ever. So I am talking about the importance of using technology in moderation. Yes, so this is how you should elaborate your paragraphs. You will see that any student who gets a band 8 in writing will definitely write in this format. They will give their idea, then they will elaborate their idea, then they will give details on that idea. Yes? Yes, Ritik, definitely. That's a good point for elaboration. Not having physical interaction creates anxiety and mental health issues. Then you can add details by saying such as and mention one or two of those issues. Yes, so give the idea, then elaborate on that idea by saying why or how, then give details by giving one or two samples. Yes, okay. Now we'll look at the next paragraph where we will talk about the advantages. Okay, so despite the many dangers of overuse, the fact remains that innovations in technology are continually growing simply because it is necessary in a fast-paced world such as the one we live in. So the main point I have given is that technology is necessary because our world is so fast-paced. Yes? Okay. So Tushar, you're correct. Word count is more. I have written this essay, which is around 400 words. Usually an 8-band essay will be around 350 to 400 words. Any essay that is well written, when you elaborate on the points like this, automatically the essay will become at least 350 words long, which is totally fine. There is no upper limit, so it is okay for you to do that. Yes? Okay. Next, we have the next point is such as the one use of technological aids have alleviated much of the stress of mundane household chores, freeing up several hours that can be diverted. So, several hours are freed, and this can be diverted to more meaningful tasks, such as I have given details, pursuing professional or personal goals. Yes? No, Uday, I'm only talking about task 2 essay. Okay, so main point is it is necessary. Then I'm elaborating by saying technological aids are needed because they save time, and the time that we save can be spent on more meaningful tasks. Details I have given, such as pursuing professional or personal goals. Now I'm giving a specific example. For instance, a century ago, doing the laundry was a painstaking task that consumed several hours, which is now accomplished by simply tossing them into a washing machine and pressing a button. Yes, so this is the example I have given. Now I'm giving the next supporting point. Additionally, time thus saved allows the investment of many hours in preferred activities, such as entertainment, socializing, or relaxation. Now I'm also inevitably adding value to our lives. So how does this help? It adds value to our lives. Furthermore, home entertainment options and online communication platforms have changed the way we view the world and unleashed a sense of freedom, as we are no longer bound by borders or language barriers. So you can see in this point, main thing I'm trying to say is that communication has removed borders and language barriers. So everyone can reach out to anyone in the world. I am saying that this is an advantage of technology. Yes. So you can see from this essay, I have only used complex sentences. I have not used any simple sentences, and no sentence is vague. Every sentence is giving specific information. Every sentence contains additional details. Every sentence is a complex sentence, right? And every point is giving a new idea. Are we clear on this? So this is what you can see in an 8-band or a 9-band essay. Vocabulary is limited, but vocabulary is specific to the topic, right? So right, let's move on to the conclusion. We are almost out of time today. So many of you asking about the complex sentences. I have done another masterclass on how to write like an 8-band essay. Please find that video on our YouTube channel, and you can learn how to write 3 types of complex sentences. Okay, so this is my conclusion. Advancements we have seen over the past few decades have had both positive and negative effects. What is this? This is my summary. So I am summarizing what I have written in the full essay. While the accompanying ill effects could be managed by spreading awareness, it is not possible to return to a life without such conveniences, as the benefits in every aspect of life have been undeniable. Now I am mentioning my opinion again. Yes, finally, going forward, it will be important that every individual set limitations for themselves and create a healthy balance. The last sentence of your essay should always be about the future. Yes. All right. So that's it for today. I hope that you found this session useful, and I hope you can use this sample essay to try and write a similar essay using your own ideas and sentences. Yes. So please start making a list of vocabulary for specific topics. You will find the common essay topics on our YouTube channel. Go through that and write a list of vocabulary for these topics. Yes? All right. Okay, so that's it for today. I am Swati. For those of you who did not catch my name, you can go back and watch today's session on YouTube. It will be recorded and uploaded on our YouTube channel. So you can watch this video again and again. You can take a screenshot of that sample essay. You can try and recreate an essay in a similar fashion. All right. Thank you very much. And I hope all of you will make a note of these points and start applying it. Very happy to hear that, Tushar. Great. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in tomorrow's masterclass where I will be talking about the reading section.